Chapter 1470. Pinnacle Pharmaceutical is the former Baker's Pharmaceutical, and the scale of Baker's Pharmaceutical is a huge difference compared to Suki's. Among other things, all the assets of Baker's Pharmaceuticals before totaled $2 to $3 billion, but the cash that was taken away by Alex alone for Suki Pharmaceuticals had a full $11 billion. And the market value of Suki Pharmaceuticals is more than $100 billion, at least for Baker's Pharmaceutical, tens or even hundreds of times. Therefore, now that Pinnacle Pharmaceutical wants to expand the production capacity of Pinnacle Aderin, the only thing it can do is to quickly expand the production line besides making these employees work overtime as much as possible. But as Suki said, if you want to expand the production line, you must invest a lot of manpower, material resources, financial resources, and time, but the most important thing is time. There is an old saying in Europe that Rome was not built in a day. Pinnacle Pharmaceutical wants to expand its production line, and it will not be realized in a short time. Next, if Pinnacle Aderin becomes popular globally, Pinnacle Pharmaceutical will not have enough production capacity to meet the rapidly rising demand in the global market. Thinking of this, Burton couldn't help but hesitate. Therefore, he said to Suki, "Mr. Suki, this is not something I can do. I am just a person in charge of pharmaceutical. Whether we can cooperate with you depends on what our boss means." Seeing that Burton's tone was a little loose, Suki knew that there was still a ray of life in this matter, so he smiled and said, "In that case, please ask Manager Baker to call your boss and see you. Does the boss have any intention to cooperate? If he has the intention to cooperate, we can meet and chat and settle this matter as soon as possible. Once we reach a cooperation, I will immediately transfer all the production lines of Suki Pharmaceutical to Pinnacle Aderin. It is the future Suki Nyronex." "Okay," Burton nodded, took out his mobile phone, walked out of the reception room, and came to a quiet room with no one to call Alex. At this time, Alex, while watching Daisy on the podium and receiving the gold medal for the championship, was embarrassed in his heart for Xingqi's departure. At this moment, he received a call from Burton. Pressing the answer button, Alex asked him, "Burton, are you looking for something to do with me?" Burton hurriedly said, "Master Anderson, this is the case. A Chinese came to Pinnacle Pharmaceutical to find a cooperation. In fact, he is still half an acquaintance of you." Alex was taken aback for a moment, and even asked him with a smile, "This half-acquaintance you are talking about should be Suki?" "Yes, it's him." Burton hurriedly introduced Suki's cooperation intention to Alex. After speaking, he hurriedly added, "Master Anderson, I think our current production capacity is indeed a very big shackle. If Pinnacle Pharmaceutical wants to take off, it must increase the production capacity several times or even dozens of times. Suki Pharmaceutical's cooperation is not a solution." "As for the ratio, if you think it's not appropriate, I can talk to him again."